Hi everyone. Here we are going to solve this word problem by using Idru board. So it is about the two classes decided to plant some fruit trees for Earth Day. The first class has bought 5 apple trees and 6 pear trees and spent this amount of dollars. And the other statement says that 8 apple trees and 7 pear trees and they spent this amount and he's interested in the price of one apple tree. Okay, so first of all you must know that the first statement contains no quantity. These two classes decide, it has no mathematical fact, no quantity, so we have nothing to do with this statement. In other statement you have 5 apple trees, 6 pear trees and $915. It means you have three quantities. And similarly in the second statement, that will be third statement, you have again three quantities. Okay, and there is a quantity, and in the fourth statement you have one unknown quantity. The way of solving these word problems is like that. In the first step you find out the unknown quantities, you mark them, and then you try to translate your word statements into verbal statements into a mathematical form. Then you apply some algebraic rules to solve those mathematical equations, and the third step is to interpret. You get a mathematical solution and then you interpret that solution to find out your to find the verbal solution of your problem. So here we have find out the unknown quantity, one apple tree, the price of one apple tree. Let's mark it x. Okay, if this is x, if I am taking this as x, my x equals to price of one apple tree, then what will be here is another thing, peers. So I must have a y which is equal to price of one pear tree. So there are two unknown quantities, but we are interested in the first one. So what will be the mathematical expressions? Okay, so from the first sentence you can write 5x plus 6y equals to 915. That is the translation of first verbal statement into that is your first statement in the mathematical form. Now let's translate the second statement into a okay, so 8x plus 7y equals to 1230. That is the translation of your second mathematical second verbal statement into mathematical one. Now you have two equations. This one is 1 and this one is 2. Now what we will do, we will try to solve these equations. How? I can multiply the first one with 8 and the second one with 5 to get 40 here and 40 here. Basically I am trying to eliminate one unknown variable. I want to get rid of one unknown variable. In that way I will have just I will have y or I will have x, and I will be able to find out the value of that variable, and then I will substitute that value back into any of these equations and I will get the other variable. So I am trying it from excluding this x. How? If I multiply the first equation with 8, what I get is 40x plus 48y equals to 7,000. I think I have to multiply 915 with 8. This is and 20. And if I multiply the second equation with 5, I get 40x plus 35y equals to, okay, that is 1230 multiplied by 5. I get 6150. Now I'm going to subtract this second equation from the first one. And I will get rid of this 40 and 40, and I will just have 13y equals to, okay, I will have to it will be 1 1 7 and 3. Now what you can do, you can divide both sides by 13. And you will get your answer. If you solve it by calculator, you will have y equals to 90. And this is your mathematical answer. You have to interpret it. If you go back and you see what was y, y was price of one pear tree. Equals to $90. But we were interested in finding out the price of one apple tree. So the problem is not complete here. What you will do, you will substitute this 90 into one of your equation. I am placing it in first equation. Okay, see here I have, okay, not this, it must be here. So here I have the first equation. Okay, I think there was 5x, yes, 5x plus 7y. So what you have to do, you just have to replace this y with its value, which is 90. You have a 90 here. So if you multiply and solve it, you will have the value of x. You will have after solving this, you will have 75 here. Okay, you got a value of x, but what was x? X was price of one apple tree. So you got the price, it is $75. Now if you go back to your problem, you had some choices and 75 is here. This is your answer. So that was the way of solving a word problem.